So that gets us to the question of, who are these people? Well, they're well-educated, a little bit more likely to be Caucasian. Otherwise, they look like the rest of Americans, except for one big difference. 88% of this group thinks that companies bear responsibility for end of life of their products and packaging, while only 73% of general Americans think that. So this group, the people who most want companies to make biodegradable packaging, have the highest expectations of companies about end of use. So the very people that want biodegradable, and y'all, we're going to use biodegradable in this context also as a bit of a proxy for compostable, because people don't often understand the difference. These are the people that have the highest expectations. So they want something that's going to break down at end of life, and they have the highest expectations of companies to make that possible. When we ask open-ended, what should companies be doing to better manage end of life of their products, you see kind of a cry for help here. They ought to make disposal easy. They ought to help me with disposal. They ought to teach me about disposal. They ought to reward correct disposal. And some of the open ends that I think are worth looking at, they say things like consumers should be able to give packaging back to retailers and manufacturers, should pick it up and reuse it or recycle the packaging. We should be able to return it to the company or the store. We should ensure it's safe for the environment, should it end up in the environment.